We couldn't take x-rays last time.
Yeah.
She wasn't cooperating, so we're taking x-rays, PAs today.
Okay, so
This root canal and many other dental procedures were all done under general anesthesia
yeah.
a few years ago. And as you can see, this root canal has failed. She has pain and we need to redo it. This special needs patient was referred to me for endodontic retreatment of tooth number 30. She was taken to the operating room a few years ago, and the general dentist had done a lot of dental work, including all of these crowns and this root canal. Okay, so recently she started to have pain, and she was taken to her dentist, and the dentist had told them that told mom that the root canal had failed and needed to be redone. Well, we had a hard time taking x-rays of this patient because she just would not cooperate. Not intentionally, but she just, because of the developmental delays, she just could not open her mouth and cooperate so we can take x-rays. But as you can see, these are all temporary crowns, and mom thought that these were permanent crowns. They're all stainless steel, and mom was under the impression that they were permanent crowns. So these are all temporary crowns, and this poor person has had them for years, and parents thought that they were permanent. So they've been collecting food and bacteria and you name it. So today when I went through this temporary stainless steel crown, just foul odor. It just smelled so bad because of all the stuff underneath. And I removed the buildup, and I had no idea what kind of material these were. These weren't gutta percha. So there was tons of blockage and ledging, and I had a really hard time removing this material. And as you can see, periapical relucency here and here, and apical root resorption associated with the distal root. So, but I was able to address all the issues associated with the root canal of this tooth. It just had to be done properly. It's the post-op, so take a look. We were able to regain patency in all canals. The dentist had missed the middle mesial canal there. The apical diameter of the distal canal was 50, so I placed an MTA plug followed by gutta percha and sealer, and I also placed a permanent buildup using composite. When I told mom that these were all temporary crowns, she was shocked. She says she thought that they were all permanent. So I told mom, I said, you got to take her back to her dentist. These crowns, they've been collecting food and microorganisms for years and leaking like crazy. So these all need to be changed. But the root canals, you can see the redoing of the root canal went beautifully. Looking at all of this anatomy that we were able to capture. Look at all of this anastomosis and lateral canals and what have you. Everything went great. Look at pre-op and post-op. So we went from this to this. And by the way, if you look at my endodontic retreatment here, don't think that I over-prepped. This is just the angulation of the x-ray because we needed to angulate our PA so much so that we can open up these mesial canals so you guys can see the three mesial canals. So that's why it kind of looks wide, but in reality, that's not the case. We did not over-prep. This is just the way the x-ray angulation shows the final product. All right, but you can see the pre-op and the post-op right there. So much anatomy. Look at this angulation. You can see what I was talking about when I was talking about the angulation of the x-ray, giving the impression that maybe we over prep, but this is, you can see that that's not the case. If I go to this angulation to open up the tooth so you can see the anatomy, now you can see what I'm talking about. And by the way, I went through so many expensive C files. Some of them got thrown away, but I'll show you a few examples of the how many I went through, just a few of them. So you can see what I'm talking about. I mean, if root canals, if you're going to do a root canal properly, do it properly, or don't do it like this dentist had done it, because it just you know, this poor patient had to go through so much, and I had to go through so many files to be able to open these canals.